Hello everyone, Brickdark here, and today we're reviewing the Iron Man Hulkbuster vs. A.I.M Agent set. This has 4 minifigures, 456 pieces, and retailed in the United States for $40. Starting off with the only exclusive figure is Rescue. This is the second version of the character we've gotten in her more comic accurate outfit, and while it isn't the most interesting design, it still is very nice to get. She does come with two of those Power Blast pieces, which work by pushing on the side here. It's about a 50-50 chance of whether they actually work or not. We'll try here. And that one really worked, and I'm going to have to go search for that. But anyways, you can see very nice silver detailing. And she uses that invincible Iron Man helmet with some silver up top. Underneath, it is the same face used in, I think, for Hermione, which kind of works, but at the same time, this isn't based specifically off Gwyneth Paltrow, so it's not that big of a deal. Cool figure, not the most interesting suit or variant, but still very nice to get. Next up, we have Iron Man. This is the Square Enix Avengers suit, and this is an extremely common figure. He comes in a $10 set, a $20 set, and a $30 set. And he basically came in every single Marvel set released in 2020, so by no means a rare figure, and it is a cool design. I just have so many of this figure that it does kind of get a bit repetitive, but it is a very nice outfit. Underneath, it is the same face they've been using since 2018 with that heads-up display on one side and then an alternate face where he looks confident. No hairpiece included for either Rescue or Iron Man, so bit of a shame there, but still, I don't think it was really needed. Here we have the first of two A.I.M agents, and these are even more common than the Square Enix Iron Man figure, where I think they came in nearly 80% of all Marvel sets released in 2020, especially considering the delay with the Eternal sets. This version does come with a pretty cool sniper rifle. That's an interesting build. It uses the candle piece and some gunmetal gray lightsaber pieces. This is the only version of the agent to come without the gas mask piece in gunmetal gray, and they do come with these little tactical visors, and you can see the face under there, then some back torso printing, no back head printing if I remember correctly, and these are cool figures to build your army, and I find it funny how the LEGO versions have more enemy variants than the actual Square Enix Avengers game, which is funny and also very disappointing, but it's always nice to get more of these figures because they are cool designs and a cool army builder. Here's the other version, and you can see that gunmetal gray gas mask piece. This one has the tranquilizer gun in gunmetal gray with a gunmetal gray lightsaber hilt. I'm saying gunmetal gray a lot because these guys really like their gunmetal gray. Then you do have these pretty cool turbine design with some A.I.M stickers on them, as well as what I can guess is the thruster, though they do kind of look like flick fire missiles, but they're not actually advertised that way. It's the same exact figure as the figure we just looked at, just this one has a neck attachment with some Technic pins in it so it can have the turbines. Again, another cool figure to add to the army, but it's very common, so it's nothing too super special. So here is the Hulkbuster, and you might be wondering, where's the face? Well, there's the face. Yeah, this is a pretty accurate design, but unfortunately the base design just is pretty comical. It looks like a Tom and Jerry Hulkbuster with its face getting smashed in, but still there is a fair amount of playability and posability with this thing. It's really just the top half that is the ugly bit, because the rest of the build is actually pretty solid. So let's start up top with the head. So again, you do have that, which you can lift it up and reveal a stickered control panel inside. And so you can take Iron Man and fit him right on in there. You can see him just barely poking out the top, and it closes up very nicely. You do have a printed arc reactor piece in the middle, which is nice, and then a stickered part under there. You do have this bit, which is a interesting part. It can detach very easily and attach to either of the arms, but it's this little bit where you put rescue in, and it has two spring-loaded shooters, which if you don't know how these work, you just push on it like so, and fires pretty far. I will say I'm not a huge fan of how this looks when it's on. I think it looks a little better when you take it off, but it's not a terrible look. And if you're wondering what it looks like when you have rescue, you can just take her in there and put her in the sea, and it looks alright. Then so you have at the back here, it's pretty nicely squared off and rounded off. You do have some of these little bits which you can adjust. Each of the arms are identical, so you have a sticker here, and then the sticker there. You also have some fingers and a thumb, and then you can adjust it because it is on a ball joint, and then the main part is on one of those friction joints. You can also adjust the bit where you put Rescue's little turret, and as for additional posability, you can completely turn this top half. You also have these little feet, or not little, but you can adjust the legs, which are on friction joints, and the legs both have some stickers. You can adjust the feet, though the knees are locked in a singular position and can't really do much with the feet. And then do have these little toes at the bottom, which you can move up and down as you like. So it's pretty standard for a Hulkbuster design. It's just got that really goofy looking top bit, but I don't think the rest of the build is that bad. But at the same time, this feels pretty similar in size to, say, the 2018 Hulkbuster, which was $10 less and also included a side build. In fact, I'll get that one right now so I can compare them side by side. I must have been misremembering things, because as you can see, the $40 one is much bigger than the $30 one. But I still do think that the $30 one has a bit of a cleaner design, but this isn't the comparison video. That will come out whenever I get all the other Hulkbusters that I'm missing, which I think at this point I'm just missing 2. But yeah, that's just a size comparison for this video. $30 versus $40. Box for this is one of those thicker $40 box sizes that have that Avengers 2020 design. And you can see the actual characters on the side, which isn't how they usually do it. Usually they have the Lego versions on the back or on the side, and then the realistic versions up front. And that's interesting also how this, I believe, is the Square Enix outfit, but it has the 2-piece mask that can flip up instead of the 1-piece helmet. Anyways, you can see on the back, it just shows another shot of the set. And that's the box. Back of the instructions has an ad for other 2020 Marvel sets. I own the Avengers Tower. It's one of the best Marvel sets of all time. Then conversely, the Helicarrier is one of the worst Marvel sets of all time. Then you have the Spider-Man sets, of which I think the only one that's above a 2 out of 10 is the Venom Source, and even then it has this really ugly Spider-Man dune buggy thing. And also, none of the figures are exclusive anymore, so what's the point? So, overall, this set got a lot of ridicule because of the face, and I can definitely see why. The face isn't doing this set any favors. But looking beyond that, it's a pretty solid set. It's got all the necessary things you would need for a Hulkbuster, with the posability, some firing mechanisms, and a cool Iron People figure being Rescue. And then it also has some other figures that are nice but do come in other sets. But beyond that, the set isn't super memorable, unlike something, say, like the Sicarian Iron Man, which can turn into a car, or the War Machine Buster, which has the unique color combo as well as just the unique concept. This one feels a little more unoriginal, and a little more forgettable if it wasn't for the goofy head. At the end of the day, it is still a solid enough set, and if you're looking to complete your Marvel collection and own every Hulkbuster like I am, then it's not one that you'll feel bad about buying, but it also isn't the best Hulkbuster. With all that said, I would give this set a 6.5 out of 10. It's not terrible, and again, all the figures are nice, and 95% of the build is good. It's just not a super memorable set, aside from the goofy head, which isn't a good thing. With all that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. See you guys later. Peace.